Hiya folks, it's been a long time, I know, but I thought I'd do this little video because it might be quite important. I think it's quite important, and it's about this digital ID thing. Well, it's been spouted in the UK, right? Now if you're in UK, you know they're trying to bring in digital ID. Now, it's not just the UK, right? Believe you me. It's also been pushed here in Switzerland. So they're wanting us, and I'll explain this Swiss situation right first. Because here in Switzerland, we all carry an ID card already. We already have ID. I have a card that says I can live here and work here, and all citizens and all native Swiss all carry an ID card, which UK's already said they don't want anyway, but now they're trying to push digital ID in UK. Yeah, we carry one already. Now UK, if you want, you've got ID. All right, you've got a driver's license. It's not technically proves that you can work. It proves you've got a driver's license, but you have an NI number. Your NI number says you can work. So this is nothing to do with controlling migration and saying who can't work. You can prove you can work. You have an NI number. Yeah, you have an address. You have your driver's license. You have a passport. Whatever other means to prove that you're allowed to be in UK, you have that already. Like I said, here in Switzerland we already carry an ID card. That's a normal thing. Yeah, including, and then we have as passports, as driver's license, blah blah blah. But we already have an ID. But they're still trying to push digital ID onto us. Now, in the next few weeks we have a vote. You see, we've got a referendum, and that's the difference between direct democracy and no democracy. You can already see what's happening in UK. People, I mean, they talk about, say, Russia being a dictatorship. 30 people a day get arrested in UK for tweets. It's like 3,000 something a year. In Russia, it's about 400 a year. So that tells you where you are compared to Russia on free speech and stuff like that. Now, these digital IDs have nothing, absolutely zero to do with controlling immigration. Here in Switzerland, immigration is controlled very well. In UK, there's absolutely zero. So why would they want us to have an ID, a digital ID? Now, I can't positively say, because I haven't spoke to anybody in Germany for a while, or Italy, or other countries, the nationalities that live here. But I 100% guarantee if they're trying to give us a digital ID and you a digital ID, this is all over Europe, right? So there's a bigger plan to it, isn't there? It's nothing to do with that, because when they've got your digital ID, then they'll connect that to your passport, to your driver's license, to every aspect of your life. If they bring in digital money, it'll be connected to your digital money, right? And this is far deeper reaching than you could ever imagine. If you're getting arrested now banned from from social media for tweets for alleged naughty words, like saying, if a trans man comes into a woman's space, which is now illegal in UK, and causes a problem, punch her in the bollocks. I'm not saying go around punching people. Disclaimer. I'm not saying that, but if somebody puts that on a tweet, especially if you're being attacked, you're allowed to defend yourself, aren't you? And as it's a little bit of a joke, isn't it? You know, it's in court today, so I can't say too much about who it was. But heavily arrested at the airport for something he put in a different country that has more free speech than us, or than UK. That's where it's going. And once everything's connected, look at China. If you say naughty words online, they can stop you from travelling. You can't buy a train ticket. You can't buy certain goods, maybe at a supermarket that you want to buy. They can control totally everything from that ID and connect it to your bank account. You can't travel abroad connected to your passport. You can't drive your car connected to your driving licence. They can punish you in whatever ways they can, whatever way they want. See, even if Graham is proved not guilty for saying what they're saying he's doing, then the process is the punishment. They've already had him in police custody. They've already locked him up. They can put another guy were stopped from going on social media and some other bail conditions, active patriot, and he's just got them squashed because the actual bail conditions were illegal. They were against the law. He were banned from going to protests. You've got a legal right to protest, although he weren't going to protest. He does other videos. But he upset a councillor and a police chief, so therefore they came down on him. And that's totally wrong, isn't it? You know, certain people can say on camera, do certain things and get found not guilty, where somebody else who said, do this for all I care, gets 31 months and was obviously pushed into pleading guilty. You will be on remand for maybe a year until you go to court. But if you plead guilty, you might get a lighter sentence, but you got 31 months instead. Unlucky, but you pled guilty, you know. No chance of a trial there, were there? So that's how that's looking. I would also go into this week, as into cars. I'll do a different video on this, but as into cars and driving licence and what they're pushing for. I mean, there's been a lot of talk of 15-minute cities, and you will own nothing and be happy. But there's been a lot of talk about that 15-minute cities, and there's new rulings with the cars, with the EU, that have ISA speed assistance and things like that. Because all new cars are connected to GPS automatically, and they've got cameras on, and they can tell where you are, what speed you're doing, and if they want, and say if you're doing an overtake, let's say, right, and you're going 5 or 10 mile an hour or kilometres an hour over the speed limit to overtake somebody, then your car can automatically be slowed down remotely, right? So they can control your speed. I'll do a video on this altogether because it's quite what could happen and what might happen is a different thing. Because if it's in GPS as well, and maybe you made that naughty tweet, maybe your car will only allow you to drive to work and back. Or they went, well, it's 15-minute cities now, so your car will only drive 15 minutes in any direction from your house. And then it'll go into limp mode until you turn around and come back into your designated area. Oh yeah. Oh, that were a I'll show you. Hornet just caught a fly. Bounced off my head. Has he gone? Look, oh, grapes are out as well. That's good news. The grapes are out after all that other bad news. But so believe me, there's a lot that can be done with these cars that can be remotely controlled, that are on GPS, and potentially foreign power could use them to cause a mass casualty event and close the infrastructure down of every country that they're in. But I'll do that on another video. But you've got to resist digital ID. If you've seen this and you sort of get what I'm saying, please share it, because I won't get much push from YouTube, because obviously I don't put many videos up anymore. So share this and let people know what the potentials are. It's not for our safety or our benefit that they're pushing digital ID. It's all about total control and domination of us. That's the really scary part, because once they've got that, they can control every aspect of your life. Your money you won't be able to get your money, you won't be able to travel, you won't be able to shop, you know what I'm saying? And then we're in a serious position, and that's what they want. I would say nice to be nice, but it's well, it is nice to be nice, but think about it. Please share.